Hi, welcome to Happy Catalog. Today I will give a quick overview of how to use Clasp. Clasp allows you to highlight inside PDFs and web pages. So if you're a professional that needs to read a lot of documentation in PDF format or make notes on websites while doing research, or if you're an entrepreneur doing marketing research, then Clasp is a good tool to use. If you want to share your opinions about apps and online services, channels and knowledge, and you're seeking a simple system to reorganize your notes, you can go to happycatalog.com. Happy Catalog is a simple system that will allow you to connect the dots between people and ideas and introduce you to the tools available online to execute towards your vision. Okay, so let's get started. Hey, in today's video, we're going to use Clasp. So this is a tool that I'm not so familiar with, but it looks awesome. Okay, so if you go to Clasp, glasp.co, you'll find it like this, and you'll find a video in the page that looks like this that you can play, and that will explain exactly what it is. What it is, it's like a web clipper kind of note-taking tool where you can highlight your notes, but this video will explain it perfectly. And this is also a Chrome extension, so you can go to the top right, click there on the three dots there and go to extensions, manage extensions, or visit Chrome Web Store. So I clicked on visit Chrome Web Store, and then you can search for Clasp there, and then it looks like this. So click on it like that, and then you'll find it here. So I'm going to close this one, and I'm going to say add. So there's also the video there, add extension. So I'm going to click on this one. I'm sure you can do any one of them depending on, but it's probably just for their own feedback. Okay, so once the Chrome extension is installed, you can go here to Chrome extensions at the top right, click here on the pin, and then it will be active here in your Chrome extensions. Then you can highlight and even mark it with some colors. So here's the website of what is an NFT. And as I was reading through this, I've made some highlights. And if I go here to Clasp, then it shows me the highlights here. And you can even like make your own notes here on the highlights, or you can share it or whatever. Copy link to highlight. That's awesome. So if you want to support whatever it is you're saying, you can copy the link to exactly where it was mentioned. And what's also awesome is if, for instance, I save this article in my notes. Okay, so there's two ways to send this article to Notion. I'm going to cover both of them. First, I'm going to start with the easy one. So there's the other Chrome extension of Notion. If you see at the top right corner, this one is already installed. So if I click on that, then I can change the description here. I can put my own description in there. I'm just going to leave it like that for now. And you can search for the database you want to send it to. I usually use Journal, so I'm going to leave it at that. But you can search for the other databases. And you can, if you have more than one Notion, you can select the Notion you want to send it to. So I'm just going to say save. Then it asks you if you want to open Notion. I'm going to say yes, but then it's going to ask me, do I want to open the app? It's your choice what you want to open. I'm going to say yes, open the app of Notion. Okay, so here's the article in my Notion saved and everything. But if I go back to the journal area, you'll see it's at the bottom of the page. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag it into Notion. So there it is. Now I can open it and I can tag it with whatever I want to tag it with. So I'm going to say NFTs, and one of the other fields that I've got is a more broad view or broad categories. So here's might be one that's financial, and I'll tag it with that one as well. And since I made a video about this, I'll tag myself as well. And I might want to upload it eventually to YouTube, so I'll search for studio. And the status of it will be in progress, published, inbox maybe. Okay, and that is capturing it with the Notion Chrome extension. Next is how you capture the article by just copying the title and the link. So if I go to my Notion and I create a note, and I copy the link to this article. In the future, when I come back to this article, all these highlights will still be there. So what I'll do is I'll just mention GLASP, or tag GLASP rather. So in the future, when I search for NFTs and I come across this article or this note of mine, and I click on it, it will take me to this article where I made my notes and highlights. And if I click on the Chrome extension, it will take me to the place in the article where I highlighted that part of the note. So this is awesome. I can also copy link to this highlight, and I can paste it in my note here and make it a bookmark. The most widely adopted NFTs are. So I can, for instance, do this. And then, as you can see, that 3 dots there means that you can drag and drop it, and I can drop it inside here. So now I can open it like this. Let's see, it takes me to that part of the note. And here it can see your activity and all that. And this is the article. So I go to the article, or open link, let's see, open link. And it takes me to the page, and it's still highlighted. And there it is, all the notes. What's also cool is you can make it an image, create an image from this, and you can give it different colors, and then you can download or share it. So it's awesome. Okay, one thing that I forgot to share is if you go to GLASP, the extension there, you can copy all this highlights, copy it there, and then you can paste it in your favorite note app like Notion. Look at that. This is awesome. Okay, one other thing that I just quickly want to mention that might be important. Your highlights is public and your notes here is also public. So if someone else highlighted on this article, all the people that highlighted this article's profiles will be here. And if there were someone else, you could click on their name and then see what they highlighted and what notes, what comments they made on the notes. So that's also something to think about. Okay, here's other people that's also using GLASP, and then probably all my articles that I've highlighted would show here. So I'm a brand new user, so there's not a lot. There's your activity. People will start to follow you. Okay, thanks for listening. Goodbye.